In today's video, I'll be sharing the recipe of delicious and nutritious spinach puris. You can see these puris are loaded with goodness of spinach and how soft these puris have turned out. Lovely, delicious taste, and I've served them with a very nice dry preparation of potatoes and green peas. I do have this recipe in my channel. I'll share the link in the description box. So try this recipe and this combination. Will love this puris. And the dough for this puri can be multi-purposely used for making parathas and rotis. So try this out and let me know how this yummy puris turned out. Hey guys, I'm Subhankari and I welcome you all to my channel Su's Food Corner English, and I hope you all are doing great in your lives. If you are new to my page, do subscribe to my page and do not forget to tap the bell button. Thank you all for loving my channel so much and liking my videos so much. So let's begin with this yummy recipe. So for this recipe here I have taken spinach or palak, that's 2 bunch, around 250 grams, and the best part is that these are my homegrown 100% organic spinach leaves. You can see that's why it is so small. You can call it baby spinach. So this is one of the best things we can do in winter. Try some homegrown things and you will love the flavor. So here I have taken 50 gram. I have washed them nicely, and water I have taken here around 1.5 liters. I need to blanch this spinach first. So once the water starts to boil, I'll add the washed spinach leaves or palak leaves and just wait for 1 to 2 minutes. That's it. Just 1 to 2 minutes till this gets nicely drenched. And after 1 to 2 minutes, I need to take this out from this hot water immediately and put it in either ice cold water, or you can normally show it under the running water tap. I'll just show you. So my palak are done. It has still retained its color. That's the main trick here. The palak or the spinach should not turn black or brown. Just 1-2 minutes in the boiling water, and then this goes in a strainer. As I said, I'll directly show it under the running water in the kitchen tap. So here I have strained it in a strainer, and immediately I'll start pouring the water, and this should take around 30 to 40 seconds. Wait till all the heat of this palak or spinach leaf washes away. That's very important. We immediately need to cool this temperature of this palak leaves. That's why I had said this is the best way. I always prefer this way. Wait for around 30 to 40 seconds till this nicely cools away, and now I need to squeeze this palak leaves and then add few ingredients: 6 to 7 pods of garlic, ginger 1 inch, few green chilies, and also add some coriander leaves, and this I have blended it in nice puree. The color of this puree speaks volumes about the blanching process. Yes, if you have blanched this palak or spinach perfectly, this would be the color, nice green succulent color. So my palak puree is ready. Let's make beautiful puris out of this palak. And as I said, we'll first make the dough. So for making the dough, I have used here 100% whole wheat flour. I have not used here maida. So this is it. I have taken here 300 grams of whole wheat flour, and to this I'll be adding few more ingredients to make this yummy puris. First goes the whole wheat flour, then I'll add the palak or the spinach puree, and 3 to 4 tablespoons of water I have added. I'll nicely wash this, and this water I'll be using to knead this dough. Salt half teaspoon, carom seeds or ajwain I have taken a half teaspoon. This actually gives a very nice flavor. Just rub it in between your hands in this way, and this actually releases its essential oil and gives more flavor. 1 tablespoon of oil, fine semolina or suji I have taken here around 2 tablespoons, and gram flour besan around 2 tablespoons. These all I have added, and then I'll first mix it initially, and gradually then I'll add the spinach water that I had kept it in the blender. Adding gram flour and suji or semolina to this dough will actually enhance the flavor and also will give a beautiful texture. Make sure you add water little by little so that this dough can be kneaded perfectly. It should neither be too hard nor too soft. And Su's Food Corner special tip here is that I need to add 1 tablespoon of oil after I have kneaded this dough, and again knead it for few more seconds, and now I'll cover it and keep it for rest for around 15 minutes. That would be okay, and you can see the consistency of this dough. It's perfectly done. So now I'll cover it and keep it for 15 minutes to rest, and after 15 minutes this dough will be perfect to make this yummy puris. So after 15 minutes you can see here the dough is looking good to me, and now the trick here is that I need to again knead it for around few seconds. This will help the dough to become more soft and more comfortable to work with. So now the dough is all ready to roll out some beautiful puris. Divide the dough into 6 parts and then take one part and squeeze out small size dough balls to make the puris. You can see here I have just separated one large part and just made small balls out of it. And now after all the balls are ready here, take one ball, let the other balls be covered so that they won't lose moisture. And now I'll work with this one dough ball. Just press it in between our hands in this way so that the upper portion can be nicely sealed. There should be no cracks and no wrinkles. So to roll out the puris, first sprinkle some dry flour, whole wheat flour, little bit amount, not more. And now first press it in the center, and now I'll just use a nice roller pin to roll it into size a beautiful puri. And the puri should not be too thin, not too thick. You can also apply some oil for rolling out these puris, but I always prefer some dry flour. So this is how I roll out my puris, and make sure you roll the sides also, because sometimes the sides remain thick and that disrupts the puri to nicely puff. Here the puri is ready. You can see the thickness, it's perfect. And in the same way I'll make one batch of puri, around 3 to 4 puris I'll make. And this puri is done, I'll transfer it to a plate, and in the same way I'll roll out another puri, and then I'll fry the puri in batches. But before frying I need to heat the oil for this puri. So oil I have taken here, and it should be nicely heated. It should be heated on high flame, and once the oil is on high flame, I'll reduce the flame to medium, and then I can fry puris. So small bit of dough I had added to check the temperature of the oil, and it was perfect. So that's it, my oil is nicely heated, and now goes one puri. After adding the puri, start pressing the puri using a spatula, and you can see it will puff off within few seconds. And you can see in my puri I am just adding some hot oil on top of this puri, and this is it, my puri has puffed up beautifully. And now once the puri has puffed up, just flip it over so that the other surface can also be cooked. And see the color, the lovely color of this puri. Cook for few seconds on other side so that it can also get a beautiful color. And now its puri is done. I just need to take it out from oil, and this is it. In this way you can make the lovely puris, spinach puris, beautifully flavored. And now my hot and steaming puris are ready to be served, and I have served them. As I said, the dough of this puri can be used for making parathas or rotis, and with this puri I have served this yummy mixture of potato and green peas, and these puris have turned out really yum. You can see how soft these puris have turned out, and they are delicious. Once you make this puri, you will love the flavor, especially of garlic, ginger and green chilies. And now it's ready to savor this puri with this beautiful preparation of potatoes and green peas. I have shared the link in the description box. Try this combination. We love this puri, especially in this winter season when we can get very nice organic palak or spinach that can be made into this lovely, tasty and very beautiful puris. So now it's time for the comment of the day. Today's comment is from Suhasini Jede. She writes, "Thank you for sharing this recipe in easy way. I'll try, and your other recipes too. God bless you." Thank you so much, Suhasini. She's actually commenting on the recipe of my rasgulla. That's one of the most favorite Indian sweets. Thank you so much that you liked my way. Stay safe and stay connected. And next time when you're going to make something different from spinach, try this puris. As I said, you can also roll out some parathas. You will love the flavors. You can also follow Su's Food Corner English on Instagram and Facebook. If you have liked the video, do give it a thumbs up, share with your family and friends, and do not forget to subscribe to my page. See you in next video. Till then, stay safe, love life, and happy fooding.